And sisters, to another review of so-called events that have happened during the lockdown protests. So what we'll do is we'll have a look at this video. As you can see, it's only short, but within those 59 seconds there is much to be gained and learned from it. So let's have a look, shall we? So straight away on the left hand side, dark hair, white top, that's Mrs. Tapman. Then behind her, with the stupid tripod thing and the black hat, is Subject Access, who also loves to film fake arrests. He's also friends with crisis actors himself. This is provable, okay? Behind him, Subject Access, is also a guy who was around the so-called police clashes during the 26th of September Trafalgar Square protest. So, we also saw Tyrant Thunder there, filming as well. Tyrant Thunder and Subject Access seem to go to all the same events. It makes you think, is it even worthwhile? The same people doing the same things over and over again, you know, filming fake arrests with people that they know are actors and not actual real protesters. Imagine doing that for a living. How low do you want to go? Yeah? So, what we're going to see now is someone that I've been keeping my eye out on. And the problem is I keep seeing him in so many events, I have to keep cancelling the video to make about him. But the guy here with the red cap, and as you can see, who happens to walk past? That's right, Mrs. Tapman. Now I have made a video about Mrs. Tapman, so you can check that out as well. But yeah, this guy here with the red cap, I believe to be a sort of Asian young lad. Yeah? Okay, so the arrest itself just looks like one of these stupid fake arrests. They just push him up there, and then all of a sudden they get like, what, 10 more police? For what? To stop someone who isn't actually resisting arrest. That's how you know it's all for show. And when we look at where else we've seen this guy, you'll understand why. So let's go back to his face here. Okay, there we go. So again, there he is, supposedly getting arrested, and Mrs. Tapman just happens to walk past. So now let's go to some different images that I've got, okay? So, the first time I saw this guy, this lad, was at this Dover protest about immigration, yeah? And being that he is Asian, by the looks of it, yeah? And somewhere down the line, he's a product of immigration, and I don't have a problem with that whatsoever. It's very funny or ironic that he should be at a protest about immigration, okay? So, the reason being is what they do. For example, on the far right, they like to have, let's say, a token minority person, so it makes them look less racist. And I can actually provide you examples of where they've done that. So bear with me. If you look on the right hand side, so on the right hand side now, you'll see what is supposedly an Indian gentleman called Ralph, yeah, and he's wearing a Union Jack hat, and he claims to represent the far right, and he wishes the immigrants to deport themselves. Okay, he's also done many things that are really controversial and could cause sort of race riots if these things weren't staged, as I believe they are. So that's another example of where the far right use a token minority to make them look like they're not actually racist, because look, even, you know, the minority guy here is with us, and like I said, you can't see it very well, but he's wearing a Union Jack cap. Now the funny thing about this picture is that I've had personal conversations on panels with two of them. So the guy called Ralph on the right, you know, he was on the panel. I jumped on to tell him to shut up, basically, because you can just tell he's got nothing. He's just an agent, and he's just there to, you know, cause division. And then on the left is Lister, who supposedly is, you know, his enemy because he's on the left and he's sort of Antifa, anarchist. And again, he came on our panel not long ago, and we destroyed him, basically, because he was there to... He was there as someone who believes that all this pandemic is real, and he wears a face covering and all this. Okay. And then the guy in the middle is very close friends, very special friends. They're probably spending Valentine's Day together with Pavlov, and also G Truth and Pavlov. You know, you all know about him. So anyway, that's that. So back to the original star actor, best actors in the world, here, right? So here he is at the Dover protest, yeah? And I'm like thinking, yeah, I don't know why this guy's here, and I kept my eye on him, you know, and he just cropped up in more and more things. Now here's the same place, but as you can see, he's right here by where it says Rupley. And I'm just trying to show you his appearance. So his hair's a bit of a mess there, kind of thing. And what he's doing, he's supposedly always filming. Now I don't know where his channel is. Haven't been able to find it. If anyone could find it, that would be brilliant. If you can hear me, the guy I'm talking about, then I'd love to have a chat with you. But I doubt they'll allow you to do that. So yeah, that's where I first saw him at Dover protest. Then I saw him here. Now you should know where this is. If not, it's Trafalgar Square, the anti-lockdown protests. And just out of shot, but you can still see his cardigan and his denim shirt, is Grey Bleeder. So this guy, yeah, now with different hair, cleaner shaven hair, is standing right next to Grey Bleeder in the staging event where all the fake events happened. Okay, so now that's another appearance of his. Yeah. Slightly different appearance. So this actor first of all was at the Dover protest, yeah. Now he's here with a slightly different appearance, okay. Then where else do we see him? Right, let's have a look, shall we? We also see him here, which is when Tommy Robinson came to Speaker's Corner. Okay, you can see him here with the red cap yet again. Now, what is he doing here with the other people there? That's right, he's singing the Tommy Robinson song. So not only does this, you know, supposed Asian guy go to the Dover protest against immigration, he also is a Tommy Robinson fan. Yeah, that's why he's singing, supposedly, you know. I'm not saying any of this is real. That's the part they want him to play, yeah? That he goes to the Dover protest because he doesn't believe in immigration, that he goes to the Tommy Robinson thing and sings his name because he's a big fan, yeah? So, where else do we see him? Here's another event. Now, here's a good one because you get to see his clothes a bit better, right? Because what I think about this guy is someone, you know, they, like with all the other actors, they get given their clothes, and a lot of them have got slogans on, like you saw yesterday. I think it was my video about Piers Corbyn connections who were wearing Flat Earth t-shirts. Well, this guy here is wearing Make Britain Great Again hat, which is basically, you know, nod to Trump, yeah. And then on his top is 1776, which is Declaration of Independence. So again, that is sort of American orientated. So basically, I just think they give this kid clothes to wear so it makes him look like he's pro this or pro that or anti this or anti that. And in reality, he's probably just some normal, vulnerable guy, unfortunately, that they've got to do this. And I really don't know how they've done it, but they have. And, you know, whenever they have a shopping bag as well, that's always a bit contentious, yeah? Always have a shopping bag. Strange. Right, so where else do we see him? You see what I mean? He just keeps popping up and popping up and popping up. Here's another one that I only just found today. Again. Right? Here he is again. Look at his top. It looks like it's military. As in, you know, it's got paratroopers and stuff. He's got like a, whatchamacallit, Union Jack around his neck. Probably a mask. Yeah. Idiot. And then the same hat again. And who's he with here? David Kurten, former UKIP, trying to be the mayor of London. Yeah, and I'm making a video about this guy, don't you worry. And yeah, UKIP wants to be the mayor of London, says that he's anti-lockdown and all this stuff, but yet he films fake events. Yeah, he literally does film fake events. A politician took out his mobile phone and starts recording Resistance GB so-called arrest at Speaker's Corner. What a load of crap. Actors, all of them. Right, so again, here he is filming again with all this like political and sort of nationalistic clothes, yeah, as in, you know, the Asian lad here, yeah. And I clipped it badly, but there is Steve the Atheist on the left as well. Okay, so you got David Kurten, this lad here, and Steve the Atheist. Okay, so that's yet another event. There you see this kid, yeah. And then what it does, it leads you to sort of this one here, which you could say is like his crowning moment. And what happens is all these actors, what they do is, I've phrased it, they build their legend. Okay, and what that means is that they get seen everywhere where there's something happening, they get seen and filmed over and over again, like I've just shown you in this video. So then when it comes to them actually being used for a major sort of actoring assignment, then that's when they come along and people have seen them, they remember his stupid red cap that he wears all the time. So what happens? Okay, like I've shown you, he gets arrested. Yeah, so he gets arrested there, wearing his hat like that. Yeah, make Britain great again. Yeah, so this is it. This is it. It feels to me like what they're doing. And I mean, look, there you go. He's also the thumbnail for that video. Yeah, why? Because they love to have a minority getting arrested by the police. It's what they do. The media is there to divide. So therefore, anything they can do that incites division, they will do. Such as fake events like this with this lad here. And like I said, and I think this picture really sort of tells you here. So let's go back to this one. This guy is like a walking propaganda banner. Yeah? Make Britain great again. 1776 American Declaration of Independence. And I'll be honest with you, to me, he just looks like he likes to play FIFA and eat Watsits. He doesn't look like the kind of lad who wants to spend all his time walking around London, yeah, in the cold, filming these stupid old men pretending that they're actually heroes when they're not. They're traitors to this country. And do you know what? Who else is in this event here that was filmed by Tyrant Funder? And yeah, thanks Tyrant Funder for filming all this so that we get to see all these people doing what they're doing to this country in clear quality. You are doing a great service to this country, Tyrant Funder, by filming this for us. So thank you so much from the bottom of my warm heart. So, you've got the Asian lad, you've got David Kurten, Steve the Atheist, Grey Bleeder, yeah, literally Grey Bleeder standing next to the so-called next mayor, yeah? And then who's next to Grey Bleeder, everyone? Now, some of you won't know him. And it's not a very good photo because basically I had to take this, and because they were only on screen at the same time for half a second or whatever. But this is actually 𝐬𝐵 and Media Consumer 911. Media Consumer 911, who begged me to not kick, for us to not kick him out of the Discord. And you have to ask yourself why. He said, "I just want to stop that New World Order like you do." Oh, really? And how are you doing that? By standing next to 𝐬𝐵 and David Curtin and bloody Resistance GB, who film fake arrest, and Subject Access, who film fake arrest with known crisis actors, people who basically cause domestic state-sponsored terrorism. You mean those people, Media Consumers? Is that the people that you want to help? You're not helping us resist the New World Order if you're standing with 𝐬𝐵, David Curtin, Subject Access, Resistance GB, who film fake arrests and cause terror, domestic terror, and it's sponsored by the state. State-sponsored domestic terrorism. That's what these people are doing in media. And also, Media Consumer, do you know what's worse? Is that probably people like this kid here, who have probably got some issues, some vulnerabilities, they've been preyed upon because they're seen to be weak. Goodness knows how they've got them in this position. And, it makes me sick that people are being used to further this disgusting agenda. So anyone who allows this to happen, like you have, Media Consumer, by standing with 𝐬𝐵, Resistance GB, Subject Access, David Curtin, Steve the Atheist, then shame on you. So Media Consumer, that's to you. Media Consumer 911 and anyone connected to him, because he's not welcome on our channel, because we don't believe in supporting people who film fake events and who basically provide state-sponsored domestic terrorism against their own people. Okay, so I hope you think that this was a great video, because I did, tying all these people together. And like I said, this kid here is at the center of it all. But you know what? I just feel like he's basically being used. Yeah, he's basically being used. So if anyone knows who he is, and if there's a way that we can sort of help him out, then we should. But I just want people to know what the possibilities can be. You can have people who know exactly what they're doing and exactly the implications that it's going to be having upon people. Yeah. And that would be people like Subject Access, Resistance GB, Media Consumer. Yeah. They know what's going on. They know what's happening. David Curtin, Piers Corbyn, yeah? Tapman, 𝐬𝐵, Cricket Man. And like I said, anyone connected to Media Consumer 911, okay? So, with no malice in my heart, all I want is the best for people. I don't want people like this to be used as tools. I mean, look at his shirt. I didn't even see that. So he's got the Union Jack around his neck. He's got this top here with paratroopers on it and the Union Jack on the arm. It almost looks like the paratroopers are poppies, like the parachutes are poppies. Yeah. Got all kinds of badges there. So basically they're just trying to make out like this kid is ultra patriotic. But like I said, to me, he just looks like my sort of Muslim mates that I have, who, just like normal things like football and the PlayStation and, music or whatever, simple as that. So, yeah, let me know what you think. Leave a comment. Take care, everyone. Peace for now.